Welcome back to Beyond Stupid, why we do watch stupid shit. And man, I don't know what's up with these people that be working at Subway, bro. Like, last person we seen at Subway, you know, like stealing money or whatever, she was like on some drugs, and what she was doing is that she was charging, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. She was charging the food to the game. So she was basically, you know, giving away free food, but she was taking the people's money. So she would be like, yeah, you know, $12. And then, you know, punch in the register, like probably like a promo or some shit to make the food free. And then boom, she just put the money in her pocket. Well, they said she stole like 20,000. Now we got another fellow here. Another fellow. We don't know if he on drugs or anything like that because we haven't watched the video. But he made away with 10,000. So he ain't do quite as good as the crackhead. But we gonna see. We gonna see what his scam was. How he was getting the money.
6-inch roast beef and cheese with Swiss.
Turn around. Turn that way.
Yo, bro is confused.
That way, please. Thank you very much.
Look, bro was confused. He like, what you doing back here? Wait, what you doing back here? He could have just said, can you turn around and put your hands behind your back for me? He you know, he was just like Simon Says, turn left, turn right. I didn't say Simon Says. Now your ass is arrested.
Ladies, it's going to be a moment for your sandwiches. I do apologize.
Yo! Bro. Wait. Please tell me that them is his pants. Okay, I was about to say. I'm like, bro, ain't no way in hell you sagging that hard at work.
Turn around. Turn that way. Turn that way. Turn that way. Face that way, please. Thank you very much. Ladies, it's going to be a moment for your sandwiches.
Ladies, it's going to be a moment for your sandwiches.
This in no way, shape, or form reflects poorly on Subway.
He worked the counter, made the sandwiches.
This in no way reflects Subway. Bro, is the Subway police. He like, I just want you guys to know that this in no way, shape, or form is a reflection upon Subway. All right, let's see. I think they're gonna tell us how he's getting the money.
He worked the counter, made the sandwiches, and earned his paycheck. But for months, a Subway employee was quietly stealing from the safe. Over time, he managed to take $10,000 right under everyone's nose.
Again, I'm sorry. I promise I won't pause that much more into this video. I've said this more than once. Scammers, if you're going to do something so stupid, stop showing up to work. Don't go back to the place you defrauded. Don't go back to the place you stole from. Let them chalk it to the game. Like, you showing back up is giving them time to put some paper together on you because your employer is not the police. They're not the police. Which means that they will have to have some concrete evidence to show that you did it. Like, that you did it. If you're going to hit the safe and dip. Like, I don't know what's up with this half step and I'm going to still work at Subway after taking 10,000. No, bro. I don't know how long he been at Subway, but the fact that he been there long enough to be able to have access to the safe says that he had qualifications to go work somewhere else. He could go work at a regular restaurant. I don't even know where this is. He can go work at a regular restaurant and start collecting tips. Hell, they just passed something in the Senate, okay, unanimously, meaning everybody agreed on no tips. On no taxes on tips. Like, you in a perfect situation. You in the service industry. You don't need to steal $10,000, bro. You don't need to steal $10,000. Extra $10,000. Let's just break it down in math real quick, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's a little over $800 extra a month. Okay, that's nothing. That's nothing. Go find another employer, bro. The more years you stack, the more qualified you become to go work somewhere else that's willing to pay you more based on your experience. But no, you sit here and you throw it away. You better have some sort of criminal record that stops you from going to go work other places. Because other than that, this don't make no sense. None. Do better, my brother. I didn't hit you with the do better, my brother. Like you know, some Raheem type shit. Do better, my brother. Do better. You can do this.
Step away. Turn around. Turn that way. Turn that way. Turn that way. Face that way, please. Thank you very much. Ladies, it's going to be a moment for your sandwiches. I do apologize. This in no way, shape, or form reflects poorly on Subway. I hope that you guys do eat fresh and you enjoy your meal. Come on, please.
Who gonna make the sandwiches? Who there with him? Like, who let the police in? And by the way, I like the way he's handling himself.
Should be right back. See you in a second.
Right? He's not belligerent. He not fighting them.
All right, we are going to park right over here for a moment.
Like, he being real cool. I'm not gonna lie to you.
603 Delta 1015.
He probably thought they was just coming in to get some sandwiches, and then he was like shocked that they was back there.
Watch that.
I wonder if he knows that they like what they got him for. Like, what's going through bro mind right now?
Thank you, sir.
Like, damn, they know about that money.
Anything I should know about?
No, just my cell phone.
Okay, nothing that sharp, or I don't have to worry about being stuck. I've been stuck before for reasons. Oh. Some cash falling out of your pocket. Looks like 25, and put it right back here in your pocket, all right?
You might as well get at the Subway.
What about these keys?
That's my store key.
Store key? Okay. I'm going to make sure that I leave that here, all right? What's in here?
Nothing.
Not getting fresh. All right, looks like more cash. You got a lot of zippers, man. Not getting fresh.
Can I be asked while I'm being detained?
I was asked by another detective to pick you up and detain you so that he can have a chat with you. If you would, just give me a few moments, all right? Can you sit still with this gentleman for a moment? I need to go grab my Miranda card real quick.
Sit over here on the curb.
Okay, let me...
Another detective said to come and get me.
Yes, sir, he did.
Can I ask why?
He knows all about it. It's not my case. But just in case you do want to chat with me, I'll get you a Miranda card real quick so you understand.
Nah, I don't want to talk.
Okay.
Before
hold on.
Before she leave, I just want to give her like my stuff.
Okay, well, I understand all that.
And I want to call someone.
Go and have a seat. Okay, have a seat.
Anything belongs to Subway?
Bro, he still got the gloves on.
All right, Mr. Lewis, I'm not asking you any questions, but I am going to read this to you. I'm required to warn you before you make any statement. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you are privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Did you understand all of those? Do you want me to repeat any of them? I'm sorry, sir. Can you say it out loud? Okay. I just want to make sure that you understood me and there was no misinterpretation. All right. Give us a few moments. When the employee gets here, we'll separate the keys. Make sure that you've got your personal stuff. All right.
So is there really nobody in Subway right now making sandwiches? Like, we can just go make our own sandwiches at this point. You get a sandwich. You get a sandwich.
15 for Vera. He's going to be coming out to speak to him, but we just need to transfer him to the district. Yes, sir. Down at Southern and Crestwood at the Subway. Eat fresh.
Officers transported the suspect back to the station for questioning, and when the cameras started rolling, he gave his side of the story. Meanwhile, the store manager provided a detailed statement of what led up to the arrest.
Now, Jake, you already made a police report with us, and what we're going to do is I'm going to swear you in. Okay.
Okay, so everything you tell me from here is going to be the truth.
Okay.
Okay, so raise your right hand. You swear everything you tell me is going to be the truth?
I do.
All right, so let's get started. Jake, briefly, what made you call us initially?
Well, I just started noticing the sales were lower than they should be.
Well, let's start off. What store are we?
Subway.
Okay, and you are the
Owner, yes.
And what is the address to the Subway?
12041 Southern Boulevard.
I know I gave it a look like y'all supposed to know what I'm thinking. Look, you know, like what's missing, what's going on when it's yours. Like if it's like, cause here's the thing: if this is like corporate probably would have charged it to the game, but it's his franchise. So it might be, he might only have like 1 or 2 of these type of franchises. So he watching this shit like a hawk. He don't got nobody doing it for him. He don't have a regional manager or anything. So he don't got like enough to be having somebody do that for him. So he watching it. And I wonder how he figured it out.
Sweet 2.
Okay, and what day did you notice the shortage?
See, it's been. Well, I've noticed the sales been down for a while, but last 2 Saturdays ago would have been the 3rd. I went to the store and there was, opened the safe expecting there to be money and there was none. So that kind of got me thinking.
Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take the beer, man.
I do.
Good. You?
Well, I'm always good.
You always good?
I'm always good, unless I'm sick.
All right, so you know why you're under arrest?
No, sir.
All right, I'm just going to explain why you're under arrest. You already told my partner here you don't want to talk, but I will at least inform you what's going on. Okay?
No, I didn't tell him I didn't want to. He was reading me to Miranda, and I was like, okay. I guess he wanted me to, converse about it. But Miranda, I know, there's nothing you could really say, but
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You understood your rights in the Miranda,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
That just explains your
Yeah,
rights
of
that you
course.
afforded.
of course.
I don't know, but right before that you said, I don't want to talk. Was that in reference to what's going on, or you didn't want to talk to him in general?
No, when he was talking about, I was just waiting on him to read the Miranda. He didn't read me the Miranda then.
Oh, okay. So you
It's
wanted
pointless to talk about anything.
So you wanted your rights read first.
Yeah,
before you decided.
not even, but it's like we grown men. We don't got time to be playing around,
All right. So over the course of, I would say, 2 weeks.
Mhm.
All right. You have been voiding out transactions,
Mhm.
taking cash from customers,
Mhm.
and it doesn't go into cash, the till.
Right.
You've been pocketing the money. So there's a lot of video.
So he was doing the same thing old girl was doing. The same exact thing. Is this something that just like they just automatically know people that like work at a cash register like Subway, where you just be like, yeah, I'm gonna avoid this transaction, make their food free, and I'm gonna keep the money.
Matching up with all your calculations. So your boss came to us and said, hey, I have Mr. Smith has 86 voided transactions over a 2-week period, which is
Damn.
far above normal.
Right.
So there's an allotted amount of voided transactions. You bring up the applesauce or whatever, you're gonna void it out. You void out 3 subs, 2 subs, and then in the video, when we correlate the transaction to the video, you see you take the cash, you tell the people the card's not working or the card's not working, whatever it may be, they give you cash, you take the cash, you go back to the back of the room, I don't know what's back there, and if they need change, you hand them change from wherever you got the change from, but it's not coming from the till. Okay?
Okay.
So then the manager started matching up because the profits were low, and these are all on days you're working by yourself.
Mhm.
Okay? So this is why you're under arrest.
Okay.
Okay, do you understand that?
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
Sort of, kind of?
Yeah, sort of,
Okay.
kinda.
So, I mean, you read Miranda, so if you want to talk about why you're doing it, I don't know, maybe you're not getting paid enough or needing more money for your bills, and just like a side hustle to get some extra cash, I don't know. I don't know how you get to work. I know you have a suspended license, revoked license, right? So I don't know if you need money to get home, and this is why you're doing this. It's not a lot of money, because you know, Subway doesn't. It's not like a $100 bill. It's like $20, $10.
Right.
And he did this morning too, because he was sending me a video this morning until the other employee showed up, and then the transaction stopped. So, do you have anything to say about that? Do you want to watch one of the videos?
Nah, I don't got anything to say. You know, I don't have anything to say. You know,
Yeah.
this is a universe. You know, so I'm not really. You know.
Well, universe one.
No, I'm just saying it's just the universe. Like, you know, things happen. You know.
Like, what things have happened?
No, I'm just saying like things happen. I'm not. You know, I'm not feeling like, you know, like.
What he's saying is he ain't really trying to make no excuse. He know what he did, and it's like, if this was a consequence for that action, at least this is what I'm getting now. If this was the consequence for that action, then, you know, so be it. And whatever is supposed to happen to him after this is what's supposed to happen. So, look, I'm not gonna lie. Even though what he did was completely stupid, he is handling himself very well. I'm proud, man. I'm sitting here saying I'm proud. Look, I'm proud, man. I'm proud. Even though you a thief, you honorable. You's an honorable one. You an honorable thief, bro. W Mans. Like, look, he might have did like a stupid thing, but he don't got low IQ. Like, I might be giving him a little too much credit, but I don't think he has low IQ. Like, at least he know that, like, bro, I'm the one who did it. It's me, and this is what's supposed to happen right now. So I'm not about to flip out and complain and act like I'm innocent or whatever. I'm gonna take it on the chin. He probably did some time before. I hope he didn't though, because if he was like had a clean record, if he has a clean record, I'm real mad at him for that. Because if he really has a clean record, he could have found him another job that paid better.
Like, really, like on some other type of time, I'm aware of what's going on.
See?
You know?
Well, is there a reason? Is there like a reason that you have to do this, or is this just you're just doing it? Listen, I understand like rent's expensive.
Right.
A lot of shit's expensive.
Right.
And I understand that working a job like that, and then you were also just got in prison a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get a job.
There it is. He already got a record. Something told me, okay, now I'm not as upset, because if he had a record, he threw away his ability to just go find a better job. Because if you don't have a record and you hold a job, it don't matter what that job is. If you can hold that job for 2-3 years, you are so hireable in many different places, even outside of what you normally do, right? If you go from service industry to service industry, you have a much cleaner way to get that job and like that pay raise. But since he had a criminal record, right? Since he had a criminal record, there's only so many places that you know would take him, which is really, really unfortunate, because there probably are some really, really talented people that get rehabilitated and never get an opportunity to do anything, and they have to continue to resort to, you know, this shit.
But nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
Because if that's the case,
Damn, bro.
if that's the case, I would have been back in prison for real.
Getting it.
I went to prison for robbery. I went
getting the big rips.
No, I'm just saying if that was the case,
Yeah.
that's not really the case. Like, you
So
know,
then
you gotta. It's like I don't know. I don't know what the, you know. I'm not saying I didn't do it. I'm not saying I did do it, but like, you know, you gotta you know. I know I'm a black guy, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
we don't need to play the black card, my brother. Okay? We don't need to play the black card, my brother. All I'm gonna say is this, and then we just gonna pretty much watch the rest of the video. I'm lying, but but all I'm gonna say is this: the fact that he said, I'm not gonna say that I did it, and I'm not gonna say I didn't do it. Smart. Leave yourself open to get some sort of plea deal to a lesser charge, because you getting something, bro, but you still have some leverage to negotiate. You know, admitting to a smaller amount than what, you know, because there's only a certain amount he can prove. Like, he can't prove the whole 10,000. You know, I'm on the manager's side, by the way. I'm on the franchisee side, by the way. I want him to get all his money back, but let's just be honest. He can only prove 2 weeks worth of transactions, which already stated that it was, 86 transactions he voided. And, you know, those dollar amounts can range from a lot of different varieties. But let's just call them an average of $10. You know, that's $860, right? $860 that he can, you know, prove that he actually took. Thus, giving him the opportunity for a much lesser charge. So, as long as he's being smart, he not admitting to anything, and he not saying that he didn't do it. So they feel like, well, if they give him a good deal, like if they give him a decent plea deal that he's willing to accept, he'll admit to it. They you know, can get an easy conviction and move on from it. But yeah, I'm gonna give him credit for not copping out as far as being like, you know, just because I'm this or that up until now, because we don't know what he getting ready to say, because he playing the black card. But up until that, I'm giving him props for the way he's handling himself. Like, it's this is the way. Like, he took it on the chin, and he said, like, look, I could have done something worse, you know, if it was really just about the money. But he was just like, you know, he felt like he could probably, you know, just pocket a little change here and there, and, you know, like, it wouldn't hurt the company. Maybe he didn't know that it was a franchisee and not owned by, you know, Subway corporate. He probably didn't know.
I know I'm overqualified for the job. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, this, like I said, it's just the universe. Like, I wasn't, like, you know, I take full responsibility or whatever. I'm a man for anything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it happened. You know, I'm gonna just deal with whatever.
Was it just something easy to do over that course of time?
Nah, it's not that, because it's like, since you guys got camera footage, you could go back, and I haven't stole from him. Feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been working for him for a minute.
For 2 months.
Yeah.
And it started like right at the end of January.
So it's like,
so it's been recent, like the last.
I don't know about right at the end of January, but like, I don't.
He been there 2 months.
It's like, if you're getting accused for something and you just get into the store, it's like, I ain't even been here that long.
Yeah, but that wasn't right when you got in the store.
Hmm?
It wasn't right when you got in the store.
What you mean?
You started working 2 months ago, so this is like a little bit later, right? This is
right, but I'm saying, like,
the videos I have go back to February 3rd.
Right.
Okay, so
Right, I catch you.
all right, so that's what
2 weeks.
ago? It's over 2
Maybe,
weeks.
yeah, probably
Today's
2
what,
weeks.
the 17th?
Right.
Today's 17th, 16th.
Right.
So it's about 2 weeks.
Right.
So the last 2 weeks. So in the last 2 weeks, the universe changed for you, where you.
No, what I mean by the universe, meaning whatever someone does, they either gonna have to accept it or run from it, for real.
Well, that's everything in life. Consequences.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's so the universe. So
everyone has consequences to every action.
For sure.
Okay.
That's why I'm not. You know, it is what it is. I'm not finna sit up here and you know, like I haven't been treated fairly. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Well,
you know.
today?
No. I'm just saying, like, in general. Like, I run the store. You know, like I said, it wasn't like
Also,
I've been.
for the work you're doing, you should have got compensated a little more money, or compensated at a higher rate.
Not even. It's like you gotta treat the people right, man. You
So
gotta.
what were the inequities at Subway? What was the owner not doing something right?
You know, man, I don't.
Was he leaving you by yourself too much?
I don't know. You could say that maybe, but it's like, you know, just you gotta do your people right, man. If someone's working for you,
No, I understand.
You know.
you got to treat your employees properly. Right.
Right.
But I'm saying, what did he do that wasn't proper? What was he doing to make it unfair for you?
I don't really know. That's a very good question. I don't really know. I don't really know for real.
Because I met the guy. He seemed like a nice dude.
Yeah, but you know, man, listen, man, I'm not sitting up here making it a race issue.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, I'm a black man for real.
Here you go playing the black card, man.
Yeah, but
Okay,
but we're not.
You losing points, dog. Like, you went from the universe, what happens is supposed to happen, I accept the consequences, to now I'm a black man and he white and he mistreating me. You can't have it both ways, man. Like, there's no point in playing the race card, man. Like, that's you losing points, dog.
But we're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
I understand it. I'm a minority, but what did he do? I know there's inequities for minorities, right?
Just
and I can point something out that someone did.
Treat your people fairly, man.
Okay. Well, that's what
That's
I was
all I'm
asking.
saying.
What was he not doing?
Just treat your people fairly. Like, I'm not finna sit up here and talk about the guy like he's a bad guy.
Or was
I don't really
was
know
he
him.
just degrading you or demeaning towards you?
Yeah, like, you know, you could say, you know, but it's like, treat your people right, man. You know, you got somebody that's working at your store and they the only one working. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You gotta treat your people fairly. You know what I'm saying? So,
Were other employees getting treated differently?
nah, it's only 2 employees. So,
Oh, the girl you switched on
yeah,
right
so that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah, that franchisee, he really was counting that money like yo, what's going on? Because he only got 2 employees, meaning that's all he can really bear to afford right now is 2 employees. So either it's not enough traffic at that location, or he really is trying to like maximize on what he's getting, and that's why he noticed that, like, yo, this a little light, man. Like, this a little light. Like, I'm supposed to have more than this.
you gotta treat us right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm gonna wear whatever I gotta wear. You know, I'm a real, whatever comes behind this, I'm gonna accept it. I'm not running from anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
I understand.
you know,
but
but
that's what we got to do.
right. That's what it is.
So, and then I got another question for you.
Yeah.
You used to live in Lauderhill?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna need your new address because the jail's gonna need when you get booked in. Because out of county changes bonds, changes stuff like that.
What you mean? Like,
Higher bonds. Lauderhill's out of Palm Beach County. Lauderhill's in Broward.
So where am I going?
You're going to Palm Beach County Jail.
So I'm gonna be in there for the weekend.
No, you'll be given a bond.
I'll be giving the bond today.
Yeah. So
I wasn't like, I won't even sit up here and be like, I was like, man, I'm for the people. So it is what it is. Fuck it. You know, it is what it is.
I have no idea what he's talking about now.
You know, so it wasn't like I was taking from, like, it wasn't like I was like robbing them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand.
That's why we didn't go with robbery. That's why we went with the
Right.
scheme to defraud.
Right. I get it. I'm for the people though, man. I'm for the people, man. I'm like, it is what it is.
So was the money going to the people?
I'm for the people. Yeah, you damn for
All
sure.
right.
For
So
sure.
you're like Robin Hood. You're doing some Robin Hood shit, right? You taking money from people who got money and giving it to the people.
I guess giving them deals, whatever. I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what Robin Hood did, right? That's the whole.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never tapped into Robin Hood. I ain't never tapped into Robin Hood.
That's what he did. He took from all the people that got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Hooked up everyone.
So what time I'm gonna be able to bond out though?
Once you get booked in, I think it takes like about an hour or two, and then we're gonna give you a phone call to a bondsman. You call bondsman, and you get your bond set.
All right, let's get on it, cause I got a
it.
show tonight, man.
A show?
I do
What do you
music.
do?
I do music.
Rap?
Yeah, I do music. I do all that.
So, are you rapping tonight?
Hey, look, dog. I hope you blow up, bro. I hope you blow up, and then you can pull up on bro, with that you know, that own that Subway, and you can pull up and be like, look here, man. Hear that little change that you was over here, you know, bitching about? Like, you could have just came to me and said, like, yo, what's going on, bro? Like, look, like, I need that money, bruh. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't have you, like, doing that shit, man. Cause, like, nigga, I got bills. You know what I mean? Like, you could have talked to me like, you know, on some man shit, bro. On some universe, man, type shit. Instead, you called the police on me, dog. But look here, man. Hear that little change that you was talking about, man. I hope you get to go back to that Subway like that, bro. I hope you blow up. I hope your music blow up, man. I wish nothing but the best for you, cause that's who I am, bro. I wish everybody watching this, I wish the best for y'all too, bro. Especially for y'all. Even more than this dude. 100.
Or are you playing instruments? Or are you playing?
I'm playing for the band tonight. Opening up, yeah. Well,
what are you playing? Drums?
Nah, I'm opening up.
Here, rapper, dog.
Where?
Where is it?
Kodak.
What is the venue? It's in Miami.
Oh, you going to Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a long drive ahead of you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get your West Palm address, and then I can get.
I don't have a West Palm address.
Where do you live?
I stay in like Oakland Park.
Oh, you still in Broward?
Yeah.
What's the address down there?
The suspect was arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud. In the end, he was sentenced to 5 years of probation. What do you think? Was justice served?
Look, I knew he was gonna get something light, bro. I already said, because they could only prove so much that he stole. Like, it say in the title that it was 10,000, which it could be possible if he was doing it over 2 months of time. I know y'all like, bro, but if he only did like 86 transactions that he voided over 2 weeks, I'm like, yeah, but technically, like 86 transactions, depending on how much food somebody was buying, that could total over, you know, $2,000, $3,000 worth of food. You know what I mean? And look, he did the right thing. He talked in circles, bro. I was confused, but yeah, I hope he blow up, man. Stay on the up and up during your probation, bro. Don't go back to jail. Don't slide on the dude from Subway, bro. Don't slide on, bro. And man, just keep making your music, dog. Like, do you, my guy. Do you. Anyway, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace.